I was walking home, my earphones plugged in, taking my usual path through the park to my house. School had just finished, and it had begun raining. There's usually no one on the path I take, so my mother trusts me to walk alone. I walk through a lot of puddles until I get to a more secluded area, covered by more nature and trees. Everything is fine until I spot him. There was a man in the middle of the path, holding an umbrella. He's wearing a suit, it's all black, and the tie. It's particularly a bright red. I can't see his face since it's covered by the intimidating umbrella. I stop in my tracks to take a glimpse of this strange man. I get goosebumps from just staring at him. "Hello." I manage to utter out. He doesn't make a sound. He just creepily waves at me. I shake the odd feeling and run past him. He grabs me by the arm, and I kick him in the groin. "Fark off." I yelled as I hurried away, looking back to reassure myself, he isn't following me home. I get home and my mom's in the kitchen prepping dinner. I tell her what happened after I change. She was shocked and hugged me tightly. When I had finally calmed down, I plopped on the couch and turned on the news to see if anything had happened. That man. He was on the news. He was a kidnapper who mainly targeted females in their teens. But the thing was, he had been hit by a bus next to the park I had encountered him in. During the hours I was in school. I'm still afraid to this day. I forbid my kids from going into that park. And sometimes, I can still feel him watching me. From the darkest corners in my household. When I first crossed the threshold of Crestwood High School, an unsettling atmosphere seemed to be in the air. The old building, with its old brick walls and Gothic architecture, exuded a sense of history and mystery. There were whispers among the students about strange occurrences and unexplained phenomena within the walls of the school. Although I was skeptical at first, I couldn't help but be intrigued by the stories that went around. One afternoon when I was alone in the library, I heard a faint sound coming from the bookshelves. Curiosity gripped me and I followed the sound, hoping to discover its source. In the far corner I came across an old diary hidden among the books. The diary belonged to a former student named Emily, who had mysteriously disappeared years ago. In the diary entries, Emily recounted her experiences with something unnatural that seemed to haunt the school. She described visions of eerie figures, strange whispers that echoed through the hallways, and an overwhelming sense of unease. Emily pleaded for someone to uncover the truth and put an end to the strange apparitions at Crestwood High School. Intrigued by Emily's diary, I delved into the history of the school, eager to find answers. I discovered that several decades ago there was a tragic fire that took the lives of several students and left an indelible scar in the school's past. The incident sparked rumors of an evil force seeking revenge. Talking to former students, janitors, and teachers who witnessed the unexplained events firsthand, I began to piece together a picture. Cold spots, doors closing on their own, and whispers in the night were recurring themes in their stories. The disturbing encounters they recounted lent credibility to legends passed down from year to year. Driven by a desire to learn the truth, I researched the history of the school. In the course of my research, I stumbled upon a hidden entrance to the basement behind the bookshelf in the library, just as Emily's diary had hinted. As I descended into the dimly lit basement, I felt a mixture of doubt and determination. There was a sense of foreboding in the air, but I walked forward, guided by the flickering flashlight. The basement was a maze of forgotten storerooms and winding corridors. As I made my way deeper, I came upon a room decorated with strange symbols and signs. It was obvious that dark rituals had been performed here in the past. I could not shake the feeling that I was being watched, as if an unseen presence lurked in the shadows. I gathered a group of like-minded people together. Our goal was not to perform rituals or exorcise spirits, but to shed light on the mysteries that plagued Crestwood High. With cameras and recording equipment in hand, we explored every corner, documenting every unusual activity we encountered. We approached the investigation with skepticism, looking for logical explanations before drawing paranormal conclusions. Over time, we found natural explanations for some phenomena: falling floorboards, drafts, and faulty wiring. However, there were instances that defied rational explanation, moments when we recorded strange voices on tape or observed objects moving for no apparent reason. Our investigation did not provide all the answers, but it ignited curiosity among students and teachers alike. School administrators decided to form a committee to investigate the school's history and paranormal phenomena. The committee's efforts were aimed at debunking the myths and providing psychological support to those affected by the stories. The ghost stories gradually subsided.